When you look at the span of American history, this is not the first time that we have been tested in this kind of way. And I would argue that there have been times in the past that we were tested even more like perilously than in this moment right.
Oh yeah, this is another part of his worldview that feels like it doesn't really make much sense, because his entire argument for being against illiberal actions or advocating of illiberal actions is that it would be a slippery slope in which we can never walk back from. You have X illiberal countermeasure here, right? If you take this, then you're gonna seize emergency power, and then you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna fuck everybody else over, right? Because you want to make a grab for power. But then he also concedes the fact that there are times throughout history in which we have beaten that slippery slope, right? So how could you sit there and say at the same time that we have beaten that slippery slope, we've walked back from the slippery slope, but then at the same time, you're saying, oh, we should watch out for not engaging with the slippery slope or whatever. Isn't the reward worth the risk, I say?
What we choose to do as a country in the next 10 to 20 years, I think, are really pivotal, maybe the most pivotal time in American history since the fucking Civil War. But if the black civil rights leaders were committed to the cause of civil rights,
if the black civil rights leaders were around today, okay, you'd be trying to debate them on Discord. You'll be like, Martin Luther King, call in on Discord right now. I'm free to call ins. Okay, I think I disagree with you. I think that the way that you're acting and the way that you're riling up people and the way that you use black children is against my liberal morals, okay, is completely illiberal, and you're walking down an icy slope, okay? Yeah, sure, you may not advocate for violence, okay, but what you're doing is most certainly illiberalism, and you're breaking laws, okay? Laws that we hold sacred in our liberal democracy. 100%, 100%, he would be like, Martin Luther King, call in. MLK Jr., call in. MLK Jr., call in. Okay, MLK Jr., call in, okay? Because I think what you're doing is bad. I think it's wrong.